All right, let's get it rolling, YouTube. Sure, we're set here. Cool. Dang, man. Hair's been going wild today. All right, let's see what's up with YouTube. We're good. That looks good. Let's get the link sent out to the boys and girls in Telegram and on Discord. Cool. Awesome. All right, you can see my screen, you can see my face. So that's very important in trading, is to make sure you can see the other people's money that you're trying to take's faces. Let's see, we got, yeah, we're logged in. Cool, everything connected. Nice. Let's get some NYSE session close trading rolling. We are here on the NASDAQ NQ in the futures market. It's the $5 contract. I'm looking at the 1-minute chart and the 5-minute chart side by side. I will actually drop to just the 5-minute chart so we can get a big look at this one. See what happened today. Here's my chart. Here's my markup. Here's NYSE session open at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. We can see market. There was some news here at 8:30 this morning, some red folder news. Market opened up bearish, pulled right back up to this area, and then started to sell off pretty heavily throughout the day. We can see that it found a little bit of support right around prior day low, the close of the day. I've got the, this is pre-market high and low. This would be the high wick in the body, and then the low wick in the body that I've got marked out with these horizontal lines. Everything else is just a discretionary support and resistance zone based on, highs and lows, areas of volume. Sometimes I'll mark out a big gap if I could see one, and I'll try to color that differently going forward so we know what we're looking at. But yeah, price really fell after market open. Found a little bit of support down here around, I think, like 11:30, 12. Yeah, 11:30. Pulled back up a bit, and then has since just been dumping off. Now down here, all the way down, really getting down below lows here, down towards this next one that I've got marked off. Maybe we've got a zone right here that's above price. Maybe we've got a little zone right here. Yeah, I'll mark that and pay attention to it. But a little bit of support right now on the low time frame. At least it's stalling. And we're going to decide how we want to trade this one. So I'm going to go back to my side-by-side view. That's been working out nice for me. I like to stare at the 1 minute, give myself a heart attack as price is playing out, but the 5-minute provides a little bit better of a zoomed out view. Lets you see what you should be looking at for structure. Not so under a microscope like on the 1 minute. So pretty solid morning. You can see the P&L. I wanted to do the total day P&L today because I didn't record it live earlier. I want to have this video to show you guys back on that that's the amount that I claimed I made. And you can see from the account that I've been trading, it's a Top Step account. I could talk about that today. That was my P&L total for the day. That's on Tradeovate. You'll also see, the stuff running live, and you'll see that price moving up and down as I take a trade live here, because that's important to know that the guys that you're watching aren't full of shit when they're claiming how much they made or talking about wins and losses. But I do it all live, man. I do it live in the morning with my paid group through Zoom, and I share those, wins and losses, and I do it live here on YouTube, where really anybody could watch for free. So don't know what else really I could be besides that. What's up, man? Let's go. Another beautiful trading day. Absolutely passed 50K on Top Step yesterday on gold. Very nice, man. Awesome to hear. If you guys don't know, partnered with Top Step, I've got a link that gives you a discount. If you're already in with them, awesome. So far, my experience in the futures market with them has been solid. I'll always keep it, real when it comes to prop firms because there's been so much BS. But so far they've been legit. They're like the biggest or one of the biggest names for sure in the industry as far as futures funding goes. Don't know really any horror stories or anything terrible about them that like they didn't pay out or something odd. Their rules are really straightforward. They're the most favorable out of everything that I've found for trading, just the way that all of their rules work. And their platform's really straightforward. Everything is pretty solid. So, yeah, Top Step. It's in my Instagram. It's in Telegram if you want that. Discount. You don't have to use a code. You click the link and it'll take you through to a discount when you guys are ready. You still have to pay $50 monthly for Top Step when you hit the no. So what's up, man? Good to see some of you guys back on here. Appreciate you jumping back on. So once you get a funded account with Top Step, and I think this is how most of them work, you don't continually pay, as far as I'm aware. It's a monthly fee to pay as much for as much time as you need to pass. It also resets at rebill in certain instances, but you can look at the rules for that. And then once you pass it, I believe there's a one-time fee you have to pay, like an activation fee. I think it's $150 with Top Step, and then you have the funded account. You're trading for money within under their rules, and then if you if you fail that one, if you break the the one rule, hit your max drawdown, they will you can't reset that account, and it won't automatically reset or anything like that. But yeah, man. So that's what I got going on. This is an eval account. Doing pretty solid on it. This one's into profit. We'll see if we can get a little pass on this one. Start trading an XFA as they call it, I believe. What's up, man? What's up? Good to see you guys back on. Thanks for joining. We'll get this thing rolling. Also, if you guys want to trade live with me, I'm out for a couple days this week. I don't usually do discounts. This one's not really a discount. I'm giving an extra free week if you sign up for any of my paid programs because I'm out for a couple days, end of this week and early next week. Thursday, Friday, and Monday, Tuesday. I will be chilling on the beach in a foreign country. If I'm being completely honest with you, that's the game plan. So I'm just watching price right now. Looks like it's either going to be staging a pullback to pick up some more of whatever it wants to pick up here above highs, take some people out before dumping and continuing down, or it's going to start to move back up and clear some of this massive imbalance and gaps that it's left here. I think that we're likely to see some form of a pullback. When that occurs, if it's going to occur right now, I don't know. Maybe it trails that way after market closes overnight. But, I'm just going to watch to see how we could trade it on the 1 minute. Don't have to worry so much about super high time frame stuff since we're kind of zoomed in and we're going for small movements. But it's good to know where we're at with the grand scheme of things. This isn't the grand scheme of things either. It's the 5 minute chart, but just to know where we're at on the 5 minute, I should say. So I'm going to watch to see if this starts falling back down here, and we'll look to take a couple trades. Try not to give back profit of the day, but we got some profit to work with, and you kind of got to have a little bit different of a mentality when you're trading these evaluation accounts, at least in my opinion. The way the daily drawdown works, the way the max drawdown works. When you have some profit, if you're trading it somewhat aggressively, meaning you're not conserving it in a way where you hope you never ever blow it. You recognize if you're trading $150,000 evaluation account, it's $150, like closer to $100 with my discount or anybody else's. That if you blow that, that's really all the risk that you had. That's pretty much it. You reset it if you want for another $150, but it's not a lot of risk in the market to be taking. So if you're trading a little bit aggressively, maybe you're gonna blow it if you get too many consecutive losses and you'll just reset. When you do get into profit on the day, gives you a little bit more of a buffer to trade with. So you could take on a little bit more risk. Maybe, you increase your size a little bit. Maybe you just, continue trading, a little bit more aggressive of an approach with these evaluation accounts. You should be profitable. You should have a system. You should be trading, similarly to the way you trade. But to me, you almost have to custom tailor a system a little bit to trade within the rules. If you have a $150,000 account, $3,000, $5,000 drawdown in a day might not phase you. Here, that's the end of the road. So there's that and some other stuff to take into consideration when you're trading these. Decent day, caught 70 points today. Nice, very nice. 70 points is heavy, man. 70 pips will get it done for sure. Oh yeah, man, I had marked up on Sunday. Very nice. Very nice. Glad to hear you guys had some nice winning trades, man. Love to hear it. It's, the market's presenting opportunity for us, obviously. You can see huge movements like this, nice market structure being followed. I got some nice trades on this. I actually, at the start, I was too aggressive. I'll give you the morning since I didn't record it. A little too aggressive on the sells, ran down into drawdown. I think a little over 1,000, maybe it was 1,500. Quickly turned that around, ran it up into profit, a little over the $2,000 mark, back down, and then I hovered right around where I ended, right around the $1,000. I figured I would just back off right around, I think 11:30, as we started to see this happen. So I figured, you know what, let me not overtrade, let me not wear myself out too much, and I'll come back fresh for the afternoon session. My opinion, the way that I trade, I can really trade all day if I wanted to. I like to leverage the two time frames, the morning 9:30 a.m. To right around that lunchtime session, and then the last hour of the day, the afternoon session. But I try to limit myself to a degree, because if you're trading the 5 minute and the 1 minute, in my opinion, you can only make so many good trading decisions before it starts to mesh, before you just get a little bit foggy. Maybe emotions start to come into play because you're watching your P&L run so much in so many different directions. So, just an opinion there. Damn, did anybody lose today? 2R on the morning, 1R down now. Okay, that was the loss. 150 pips today on the Dow after 10 o'clock news. Very nice, man. Yeah, sounds like you guys killed it. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Again, so I'm kind of just watching here. I want to see if we start to push up here, or if we're going to test this and then start to fall off. We're kind of trailing back down at the moment after this push up. Again, we kind of put some consecutive lows in here and then pushed up above this high. If I look on the 5 minute, maybe again, that's all it needed, just to come above, some low time frame highs before clearing down. Maybe it wants to push up into this area, start to fill some of this, this big imbalance that we would have. So I'm just going to watch, consider some of those areas, those levels. Obviously, big, next larger level would be down here. We got some small stuff in between if we go way left. But be trading on the 1 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute, looking for, fairly small price movements. I usually start with around that like 50, 60 tick stop loss in the NASDAQ. Depends on, volatility and what market structure looks like. But don't need a whole lot of a movement to capture, a 2-to-1. 100 ticks, 120 ticks, something like that will do it. So we'll see what we get. Trade the Asian session. Cool, man. Gold breakouts following trend. Yeah, very nice. That's the way to do it. I think one thing traders kind of neglect as they're coming up with their strategy, their trading plan, is the time of day that you're going to trade. When are you going to trade? If you're swing trading, it's fine. You do your analysis whenever you find the time. You set your orders. If you're holding Forex trades overnight and stuff like that. But if you're going to trade the indices or gold, you might want to come up with a little bit of structure as to when you're going to trade, or at least for how long. Provide some kind of guardrails. Tailor it to your schedule, whatever you do. If you work outside of trading your stuff, but set yourself up for success with that, because there definitely are better times to trade than others, at least on the low time frames where you want some volatility, want some volume. So this is following some nice downtrend structure. Again, I'm not jumping in just yet. I see these lows over here. I see all these lows. Maybe it's just going to tap this. It looks like it wants to fall. Just going to watch this a little bit longer and see if it does come all the way back down and then starts to trail down, create fresh lows. We might be in a better position to start looking short. This sell-off may well continue towards the end of the day. If not, find some support. Maybe it just cracks below and then starts to turn up. I think it might be the beginning of the run up, but we'll wait and see, and we'll trade along with price action. Back to this trade. Nice, man. Very nice. Nice back testing. Large sample size that you did there. There's definitely L's. That's just part of it. No strategy is in my opinion, is going to be 100% win rate or even close to it. You're going to have a mediocre win rate. It's all about making more when you're right and losing less when you are wrong. It's how it goes for me. You'll watch me trade. How my day opened up. Again, I took some losses being aggressive. It was about $500 worth of risk on each one. I took 2 or 3, and then the next win on the sell covered all of those and then some. So I had, again, about like 2 or 3 back-to-back losses for 1 unit of R each, and then like a 3.5, 4.5 R win. That doesn't happen every time, but it's all about being able to withstand those losses, not over risk, not over leverage, not, mess your psychology up and or blow your account. So this thing looks like it's just going to fall right now. This is some pretty nice momentum coming down to this prior area. Looks like it wants to go. I'm not going to catch the breakout. We'll be late to the party. Maybe it dumps, sells off like this. I probably won't jump in at the break. I'd be setting myself up for some really aggressive trading down low in this market structure. So I'm just going to wait to see. We start to break. I'm going to look for, a quick pullback up. I'll look to enter on a retest. And I'm talking about like a quick, 1 minute retest. If it's not going to pull back up somewhere up here to this area of these lows and the highs of these bodies. So see what we get here. Take some aggressive scalping style trades and using market structure, using price action, using volume to a degree, and see if we can't turn a profit. Last Friday we had some good trades. Most of them break even yet. Possible to do. I was calling it account grow or blow because I wanted to get some action. Yes, last week was slow. Most of the live sessions. Okay, now we got to break below the lows. Most of the live sessions earlier in the week, I wasn't taking trades. I was just watching the market move. Friday I got pretty aggressive. It was fun. Got some really nice entries. They did run back to break even. Majority of them. Man, I'm tempted to take the sell down here. I might try it with a little bit lower risk. I'm watching on the 5 minute and the 1 minute. We're breaking down below these lows. I wouldn't be waiting for a candle closure on the 5 or anything like that. I don't know how aggressively this will move from here, but yeah, it really doesn't allow me to operate with a big stop loss. I'm going to see if it retraces a little bit back in and then starts to turn. I might look for it, but this may just go from here. Volume indicator. Yeah. So again, I'm not getting crazy aggressive on this one because I ran it up into some nice profit and it looks like I got a good chance of getting this one funded. Again, this is a Top Step eval account. It's a $150,000 eval account. that I am trading. Let's see if we get a little bit more of a pullback on that one. I think this is going to go. Here's kind of the sell off and a pullback up. Again, this was a nice crack back up above this high over here. So it kind of set the stage. What I like to see for market structure to continue a move down. It's traded up above prior bar high on the 1 minute. I'm just going to see if this starts to push up hard with any momentum, or if it's going to indeed turn. But I'd like to take the short. Kind of taking the breakout down here. If we're looking at it on the 5 minute, got a 5 minute close coming up. Just gonna wait. That's why we wait. I'm looking at this level right up here. Just a general level. If we kind of get up there, I'll go for the sell because I think it's coming back down. 50 would kind of do it. Would kind of do it for me. Might find support here and push back up. But I think this is going to push up quickly and then turn and get ready to go down. Again, just following market structure and price action. Nothing magical. Don't need to really predict the market or guess what it's going to do. Just respond to it. I'm getting ready to try a sell here. See, do we push up a little bit further right into this area? If we do, I'm going to take it. If it turns aggressively, I'll probably take it with a worse entry also. Just waiting to see what we get. Nice if I get above that 5 minute bar high. Yeah, I'm going to try it here with one contract. Whoa. And
order filled.
I'm going to go with a whoa, that didn't work out too nicely. Here was my stop above the 5 minute bar. Where is that 5 minute bar? Yeah, right about there. Well, glad I tried it with one contract first. Wicked way back up.
Stop filled.
Wow, first trade done, guys. Right to the stop loss. That worked out very nicely. That's kind of what I was waiting for my sell entry. I just unfortunately got it right as I entered down low. Again, reason I was trying it with one first. So let's give this thing a second. But this is what I wanted to see really quickly, and I think it's going to turn right from here, in which case I'm missing my entry because I got stopped out trying it down low. Yep. That's okay. We're going to keep it rolling. 1 minute left on the 5. Yeah, let's see what we get from here. Now I'm just going to be patient, and I still would. This was my entry right around this zone, that I was waiting for. But you know, when we got so much hesitation down here, maybe this is all that it needed to do. So not a bad call, but there's a reason I started with one contract on that one. Let's see, back tested. You don't use volume? I do use volume. It's down here. It's all over my 5-minute chart. On the 1 minute, I don't have anything on there for volume, but I use the traditional volume. I'll use VWAP to a degree, and I will use session volume profile, which would be just the horizontally plotted volume. Use both of those for zones. Use them for for entries and exits, that type of thing. Yeah, this is it's unfortunate. Let's see if this continues or if that's all it needed to do, and we're gonna sell, and I'm gonna get a worse entry with a stop loss below that wick. Yep. That's with the 1 minute here. If you're just jumping on, what's up? We're trading NASDAQ on the 5-minute, the 1 minute chart towards the end of the day here. Live on TradingView, trading straight through TradingView with Tradeovate connected. So you can see everything. Also have Tradeovate's P&L up in the corner. It's a Top Step eval account for full transparency. That's what I got going on. I've got a link to Top Step for a discount. If you're interested in that, it's in Telegram and it's on my Instagram. Yeah, just watching price action here. Again, kind of some indecision, some big wicks up and down. Again, this to me looks like it wants to come down. I'm just giving it a second to breathe now after taking a stop out and it kind of wicking both ways and then still climbing. So just going to wait to see where the start of the move down. This looks like it might be it. But a little bit interesting to be able to manage risk with this wick all the way up here. Let's see. Man, when that happens, things that, yeah, man, it's all good. It it starts to hurt less when you just do it all day, every day, and you watch the same stuff happen over and over and over again. I take a lot of losses, a lot of small stop outs, just for whatever my initial risk is on the way to the wins. We're trying to time a nice entry and get on the right side of the market. But trading the 5-minute, the 1 minute with a pretty tight stop loss, the way that I do, you're inevitably going to take stop outs. That is an unusually quick one. That's the fastest I've had in a while. But that's the risk selling down low near the break of lows. Yeah. So this isn't all that it needed. Obviously, it's still up here. If this was going to just be a quick wick up before the continuation down, would have liked to have seen that. Kind of finding some support still, trading around this area of consolidation. Maybe it is going to start its push back up towards highs. But again, we're leveraging the time of day here, end of day coming in. Could see some big volume, some big momentum. It allows us to try to capitalize on a quick move, or a couple quick moves for that matter. Just wait and see. If you guys are on, thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. Make sure you hop in the free Telegram. Analysis, giveaways, everything that I think goes into profitable trading. I talk about news every day, talk about what's going on outside of the chart that may be affecting price, like the conflict in the Middle East. Trying it again, looks like it's coming down. Yeah, it looks like it's going to come down this time. Dang. That's going to be it. This might run. I'm not going to jump in on the break. Again, now I'm stuck waiting. For somewhat of a pullback. and then another push down. If we get a quick wick up, I'm going to take a sell on it. No wick to the upside on this 1 minute candle. Would like to get a quick push up and then a stop loss above here before it dumps, but it might just go from here. Or it might not go at all, but I'm waiting to see to trade this one. What happens? Yeah, this might be the push down. Damn. 305. I don't really want to take the breakout. I think it's going to wick back up here quickly because it left this small gap. It's not really big on the 5 minute. It's overlapping. 1 minute, not as important. Just don't want to be caught like I just was down low near the breakout. Yeah, I'll read through all the comments, guys, and answer them when I'm not getting focused on an entry here. This looks like size-wise. Yeah, don't need a big move out of this to make it work. I'm probably going to have to size up a little bit on that stop loss. Take it down here, puts my stop in the middle of this. I don't love that from a risk perspective. Although I do think it's going to continue down. Part of the game plan is making sure you can structure risk in a way that makes sense. Having your stop loss in a place where it's not likely to be hit is the name of the game. So man, selling pressure strong. I think it's going to go. This is a tough one. I would only get a stop right above the high of this candle, the 5 minute candle that's printing. Damn. This was my entry back up here. That would have been the nice level. This one might go without me, but I'm just going to wait to see if we come up to this area first. A wick up above all this price action quick. A little bit push higher on this candle, and then a turn down. Again, I'm watching the 5 minute at the same time. Doesn't look like we're going to get it, though. Looks like it wants to dump. Let's be patient for a minute here. How was the weekend? Good. Weekend was very good, man. If you look back last year. Oh, much better, man. You get better and better. It's a skill. Over time, you continue to get better. I think you make, pretty large breakthroughs along the way. You come to some understanding, some realization, and you might make some big jumps in progress, especially early on. But I think you get continually better. You adapt, you hone your skills. As long as you continue working on, your trading and yourself. You continue journaling, You work on yourself and you just improve. I don't think you get worse. I think it's like anything else. You typically get better unless you start slacking off. You get too confident, you get too cocky. You don't think you have to, you don't think you have to study and learn and back test and do your analysis and run your routine. Took me a whole year trial and error. Finally got funded again. See more setups now, and I am actually profitable now. Awesome, man. Yeah, really good to hear that. Really good to hear that. What's up, guys? If you're just jumping on, we are live trading NASDAQ NQ in the futures market towards the end of the day. NYSE session close. Free Telegram. Ooh, there we go. There's a pop-up. I'm not jumping into this one just yet. This is a little bit sketchier price action now. This was nice. Kind of consolidated a little bit, but this entry would have been nice somewhere up here on the first one. Would have been pretty close to getting stopped out, honestly, when it pushed up. But I want to see if this is going to tick up any higher. Kind of do the same thing that this did right here before dropping down. We push up a little higher. I might take the sell. I like selling above prior bar high on the 5-minute in a downtrend. That's a pretty slick move. See what we get with this one. But again, playing with a little bit of profit on the eval account. It's nice to not give it all back or to start in profit and end the day in drawdown. But you can't trade your P&L. You can understand it and account for being in profit. I want to try the shorts again from up here. This might not be a terrible area. Not yet. Not just yet. That's the 5-minute bar flipping towards its yeah, just gonna wait on this one for a minute. See what we get. It's gonna start to turn from here. One-minute chart. What are we thinking? 1-minute chart. I think you're going to continue putting lows in. This wasn't a nice big break, but I think we got more room to run to the downside on this one. I think we do. This thing has just been hellishly bearish all day. Little bit of support, but it's still trickling, and a lot of times we get this consolidation and then the big dump down, so I'd like to get in on it. Might take another stop out on this one, but I'm going to get ready to try it again. 1 minute left on the 5-minute candle. Yeah, I'm going to try it
Order
right from this
filled.
zone. I'm going to go just above this candle. Again, not giving me a lot of room. Could be a quick turn for a stop out, but I'm trading this price action. Here's the pullback, starting to break lows towards the downside. This looks like it wants to come back down and test it again. Again, it's struggling to move up. It's moving down quickly. So we'll see if trading the trend on this one as well. We'll see if we can get a nice entry, quick dump to the downside, and take some profit. If not, we'll take another stop out, and I'll just be waiting around, seeing if we can get another opportunity. Nope, man, this is all I do right now, full time. Just trading. Just trading. I run the education stuff, but I really just started that about 2 months ago, just this year. Not exactly the momentum we want to see to the downside coming right off the bat. Again, tight stop loss just above prior bar high. Doesn't leave me a lot of room. If this is going to continue, it shouldn't come up above prior bar high again. That would really be making the case, which it looks like it's going to do, that it wants to continue up, in which case I'll be waiting again and get another stop out. But we're going to hang out on this one and see if we can try to get in on a nice entry on a sell where price action is coming down after pulling back, and catch one of these nice moves to the downside. So we'll see. Might have to take a couple on this one, but this stop loss will put me back around break even for the day if I take it. But again, man, a quick move to the downside will be a 2+ R, winner. No wick to the downside on this one. I like that since we're on the right side of that piece. Let's see what NASDAQ has for us today, though. We'll see what the market gives us. That's it. Hi, what's going up, guys? What's going on, guys? What's going on? If you're just jumping on, thank you for being here. Live trading. NASDAQ towards the end of NYSE session. There we go. Can we continue this? Can we continue this nice push down? Got to get below that low and continue that with some momentum. There we go. Very nice. Not going to go stop loss to break even yet. I will scale out near a 1-to-1. I really don't want to because I think it's going to run down to this zone. Here's the pain, guys. If you're trading alongside, go ahead, take your profit. That's a 1-to-1, nice winning trade. You recovered more than the loss that I took on the first one. Here's the hard part. While I'm going to sit back and tell you this, as this might turn around. You don't get the big wins unless you hold your winning trades. It's hard to do. It's painful to do. Right now, I see the profit. I see it making up for my loss, and I see the total, in profit on the day. But unless you hold a bit longer for the big move, you don't ever get that big win. So I'm going to scale out of 1 right here.
Order filled.
I'm going to put a buy stop at break even. So I secured a little over $400 in profit. Now I've got the rest running. Again, this is potential to come back and stop me right at break even. Just going to move it so we can see. But I want to hold this. When moves like this happens, if you don't sell, you pick up the huge win. We're getting towards the end of the day. It's 3:20. Again, I'm paying attention to that time where this may just blast down. Comes down to stop me at break even, that's fine. Not worried about it. If it wants to continue, I'll pick up a nice win on this end of day dump. This is choppy price action, so I do note the overlapping tendency of this, that none of these are dumping really hard. But as you could see, we got that from this area on the 5-minute over to the left. Hopefully you guys can see this. Here's what we got. Same deal. Nice, price action to the downside and then big push down. So, that's what I'm hunting for on this. I want to catch my small wins and, take my small profits. That's cool. But this has been super, super bearish all day. Strong selling pressure. I think there's potential to run towards the end of the day. It's showing me that it doesn't want to reverse. So I'm going to hang on to this one contract and see if it wants to run. Not yet. I mean, this looks shitty right now, kind of hesitating. Looks like it wants to pull back up. But I'm going to leave this one as a runner because I don't know how I get another entry on this. I also take that into consideration. If I close out now, am I going to enter again as soon as it comes back up here? Maybe, but you miss the chance if it does anything down here and then turns, I'm out for it. So we're going to let this one run. Nice winner caught, back into profit, profitable day. That's the name of the game here, but we got to hang on to some winners. There we go. Back up to break even.
Stop filled.
Let's see what we get from here, guys. Get ready for it. I think this is going to continue down. I really do. Big 5-minute bar with no wick to the downside. I might try it again if it comes way up. Ooh, man. This would be a nice entry, but it's a risky trade. You're entering a sell on a whole lot of buying pressure. Might try it with one contract quick from up here. What do we got? Do like 70. Oof, big push up. I might just give it a second. I think it's coming back down, but I don't want the stop. I'm going to see if it taps this this level right here. $40, $50, $60. Trying to one contract from up here. I'm going to bring this down right above. Where's my level? Yeah, just above these highs. Try to catch a quick run back down towards the low. Again, that was some momentum to the downside. Quick wick back up. Tells me that this could be a big momentum move coming up to the downside. Let's see if we get some of that. Looks okay so far. It might push up here quickly and take me out, but that's okay. I'm on half risk with a small stop loss. No biggie. Was back into profit on the whole session, but we're not trading the P&L that way. We got to get in and try to capitalize on what the market's going to give us, regardless of where we're at for the day. You should really, if you're inexperienced and that stuff bothers you, you might want to not stare at your P&L, not have it showing. Put whatever your P&L that shows in ticks instead of dollars, and just take that out of out of your way. Yeah, it looks like it's going to do a quick wick up to take me out, but we're still in.
Stop filled.
There it goes. That was my try at the hesitation with a nice push down here, or looked like it was starting to push down. So I'm just going to wait and see on this one, the rest of it for now. I still think it's going to come back down with force. Again, getting towards the end of the day where Maybe it's going to start a run back up. We are above all of these highs, but which it's just the 5-minute high. Let's see what we get. I went in before you. Said that with one contract. Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. I think it's coming back down. I see this as the, as the quick move down and then pull back up and continuation down. It might be finding support here quickly and wanting to move up from here. 60. I'm going to give it a minute, and I might try this short again. I'm going to do it again, boys and girls, if you're on here. Maybe not if it blasts up. Then maybe I'm going to hold. But I don't think it's going to. Trying to get from this level. In the short. Just above. We'll see if we get the continuation down. Broke below all these lows. Nice. Can we run down towards the prior low? That's all I need out of this one. Very, very nice. Very nice. I don't know that I'm going to hold this one for very long, guys, so get ready for a quick close. I'm going to do it right on Tradovate. That's over on the side here that might operate a little bit faster. Close and cancel all orders. Can we continue down below this level? Momentum. Let's go. Dump it. Dump it. I'm going to duck out if this doesn't continue. Just to give you guys a heads up. Back up towards break even. Come on, let's see it, NASDAQ. Do your thing. Do your thing. Do that thing that you like to do. And give us some money. A lot of support here at this zone. Selling pressure is not really continuing. Not a whole bunch of momentum. Candle close. There we go. Push down below the lows. Does it continue? We got the commentary coming in here live. I'm going to go stop loss to break even on this one, guys. It's a good chance I get stopped out, but I don't want to take a loss on this up here. Not moving the way that I want just yet. I want to see it dump down here. If it comes up above this prior bar high, I don't like it. So I'm likely going to get stopped out on this one, but I want to protect capital in case this is the start of a move up. This was the dump. Continue quickly. Let's see it. Like that's the deal. I take into consideration how long, time is, how long price is taking to move. Obviously, market structure tells you that on the 1 minute. But we want to see the momentum. We want to see the volume come in. Again, look down here, on this move to the downside. And I'm really just targeting, just these lows, just this area right here, these wicks. There we go. Nice momentum. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Don't know about this one. Again, going to get ready to close. If it starts to turn, I'm going to duck out of it. I'm going to manage this one a little bit tighter. Let's go. Can we get like a 2-to-1 out of this one? It'd be really sweet. Play nice with us, NASDAQ. Come on, man. I want to finish this day up nice and strong. Yeah, come on, man. Dump it. Run it down to the low. What the fuck else are you going to do? Why would you go back up to the top and stop me out of break even? Think it might go check those highs again. Yeah, it very well might. Here comes the stop out of break even.
Order filled.
I'm out right there without having to push through. Let's go see if we back right around break even. Let's see what we get from here. Maybe it wants to continue down, maybe not. This is not the the structure that I want to see. Quick move to the downside. That's the play. Again, getting later in the day, increase in volatility makes it tricky to trade this price action. So I'm going to be defensive if I can with my capital. Try to get in, take trades that make sense. But this above both prior bar highs on the 1 minute is not super appetizing. This price action, the way this is printing on the 5 minute, not super appetizing. If this again was the wick up like this one, we want to see the big sell off quick. And again, here we go, coming all the way back up. So that just before you went in, one contract. Yeah, man. So we'll see what we get out of this one, man. Would like to finish the day off strong, catch another $1,000, $1,200. Yeah, see, big pump up. That would have been a full stop out for $600 instead of a couple bucks of profit. So that's why or almost didn't crack above that bar, but that's why we protect capital. This is making a case for a buy right now in my book. If this shit continues, excuse my language, it might be making a case to run back up quickly towards the end of the day. Again, you get oddball stuff with not oddball, but you get these different types of moves right at the end of the day. People explain them for different reasons. I don't really care so much. People say, oh man, the stock market's super cheap. People, are checking it towards the end of the day and they see that they have that supermarket mentality, which is a dumb way to trade, in my opinion. They think that prices have fallen so much, so now it's cheap. They start buying and you get a rally at the end of the day. I don't really care what the reasoning is. I'm just going to watch what's happening on the chart. But yeah, that would have been probably right around there was my stop loss. So that would have taken me out. So good move, protecting capital. Still might dump, but it's not making the case for that really anymore. This was the rundown that I want to see. Nice fake out that it probably caught some people on the way down here that entered really low. But we get up above this level here, which is, what I'm looking at on this side, all of these lows and wicks, and we start pushing up. I might look for a buy play. It's kind of sketchy taking buys on a day like today. On the 1 minute, we can make it work. We'll see what we get. We will see what we get. How you doing? If you just jumped on, what's up? Got some people on this one. Trading NASDAQ towards the end of the day. NYSE session. This is the futures market. Trading live with a Top Step, a evaluation account through Tradeovate and integrated with TradingView. I do this live almost every day, 2:30 p.m. Eastern for the end of NYSE session. Again, it's 3:33 p.m. Eastern. Session closes at 4. Catching that last hour. People call it power hour. We're going to run it as much as we can here. I also trade morning session, major session, NYSE Open with my paid group. You can hop in there for as little as $67 a week. I do it through Zoom, so you could ask questions. We could talk about everything that you need to talk about to make steps towards profitability. I'm also giving away a free week with that extra week. If you sign up, I'm going to give you 2 weeks for the price of one because I'm not trading a couple days coming up this week. So I don't do discounts, but I'll try to be fair in my offering the best I can. If you want to get funded with Top Step, like under $50 for the cheapest account, for the $50,000 account, I've got a link in my bio and in Telegram for a discount. Don't need to use a code. Just go straight to the site from the link. If you got any questions about that, let me know. What else do I got running? That's pretty much it. Deal on paid stuff, deal on Top Step. Gonna give out a free account soon enough. That was fun to do. So I'll be doing another one soon enough. A little bit of buying pressure on this one, man. It's making a case for the buy. I'm just going to wait to see if it's going to check this out and then dump. I would like to not give back all of my profit on 1 or 2 stop losses, but I'm just going to keep doing my thing, man. We can call this one the grow or blow account also, even though it's already grown and I don't want to blow it. That can be the analogy here. I grew the account and now I don't want to blow the account. But they're $150. Again, the way I approach evaluation, yeah, bro. The way I approach these evaluation accounts, they're different than the Forex stuff. They're inexpensive and they're inexpensive to reset. With Top Step, you get a discount when you sign up, 20%, something like that for most people's, partner codes, affiliate codes. And then they give you half off your first reset. So the reset is the price of the account. Let's say you're going to do the $50,000 account. Well, let's say you're going to do like this one, the big dollar account, the $150,000 account. It's typically $150, right? They call it per month because if it takes you longer than a month, they bill you again. If you cancel it before the end of the month, you're only ever paying the $150, or if you fail it. So you're trading it aggressively. You only have $150 of risk in the market. Like, that's not a lot for the size that we're trading, right? If we're trading a live account with a few $1,000s or maybe tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars, you're taking on a lot more risk. So especially someone like me that does trade live capital, it feels silly to waste too much time before you're actually going to get funded. So let's say you buy the account, $149. Maybe you use a discount, but I won't even say that. If you blow it, you have a chance to reset it before your bill, or you can wait until you get billed again for almost always half off, $75. So you can really have a couple chances to pass one of these for not a lot of money. So, they're hard to pass. You have to be profitable. You have to be very diligent about controlling risk. Almost nobody passes these. I'll be honest with you. Most people lose their money. Most people lose money trading. So get that straight first. But most people don't become funded traders. But again, I'm just explaining the way that I approach it. I'm not encouraging over risking. Some people would watch the way that I trade, 150 eval and say that's conservative, man. The risk that I take on $500, $600, $700, maybe less if I'm trading one contract per trade. I do that because I have an understanding of my win rate and my risk to reward. I know how many losses I can take consecutively before I get close to, hitting the daily drawdown or the max drawdown. And I need to have that buffer because I do take consecutive losses on the way to the nice winners. So, we'll just kind of see what we get on this one. But again, if you got questions on the Top Step stuff, it's been pretty cool with them so far. I'll keep you guys updated on my progress with them, how it goes with that. And we will try to get some people funded, man. It's a good time though. If you were considering getting funded or trying to get funded, you could trade alongside with me live every day, every morning as I'm passing or attempting to pass and, potentially getting funded because there's no guarantee. I'll blow accounts just like everybody else, evaluation accounts. That's just the way of it. But it'd be a great time. You can ask how I'm structuring risk. You could watch how I'm trading. You could watch how I'm approaching conserving capital with the aggressive, stop loss to break even, with the, the limited amount of risk that I'm taking on. It's not a bad time to trade alongside somebody who is, trading these accounts. If I'm trading my live capital and my stop losses are $2,000 or $3,000, doesn't really do anything from the risk management perspective for you. You won't blow them like I do. I think if I check this out, yeah, man. I mean, people take a way more aggressive. Okay, some people say, I don't have a lot of capital. Maybe I've got $500 or $1,000. If I'm only trading $150 because that's the most amount of money I'll lose, or maybe $100 or even $50, it's the cheapest account is $50 for a $50,000 challenge account. I'm going to trade that aggressively as hell because I don't want to waste my time for weeks and months at a time, potentially passing and then potentially trying to trade that into profit. I'm going to trade it aggressively. I'm going to take on a lot of size. I'm going to pass it pretty quickly in a couple days, or I'm going to fail it and I'm going to start over from scratch. And I'll do that until I pass because I'm likely to hit a couple winning trades and, I'll get funded, and then maybe I'll trade it a little bit more conservatively because I don't want to lose the funded account. Or maybe not. Maybe they're passing multiple and they're trading the funded account aggressively also, because it doesn't take a lot to cover a couple account challenges when you consider the amount that you can withdraw from the funded account. Once you get funded and you make a little bit of profit, you can cover those losses. So sure, there's an even more aggressive way to go about it. There's also a more conservative way. You say, hey man, $150 is a lot to me. I'm going to take this slow. I'm going to risk, maybe I'm going to trade one lot on the Dow and only risk $200 per trade. This gives me a huge buffer because I know what my max daily drawdown is. 3,000. I think it's 3,000 with Top Step. I can't get below. Can't lose 4,500 on the $150,000 account. So it would take me an enormous amount of losses to get there. And you could trade it much more conservatively. So there's different approaches to it. It's just, that's the risk management side. The trading's the same. Your trading should be the same. Swing trading doesn't really work so well. You've got set, a close at the end of the day where you're not supposed to be holding positions. You can re-enter again to hold overnight if you want to swing trade it. I mean, that's a cool thing to do on the indices as well. Also have an activation fee. Yes, correct. You have a monthly fee. To be clear about the way about it, you got a monthly fee. It's not just the price of the account and then it's unlimited time frame. It's whatever the price of the account is per month if you don't pass. So you can get charged more than one total price for the account. And then, as this gentleman pointed out again, you do have an activation fee after you pass. There's an activation fee for every account after you pass. And then there's rules about the money that you can withdraw. You have to have with Top Step, the way that I understand it. And again, don't quote me on every single one of the rules. They can change, and I like to be updated on it. And I'm always cautious about what I'm telling people when it comes to prop firms because I've had so many bad experiences with the Forex stuff. Top Step's been awesome so far, but I'm prefacing it. The way I understand it is you have to have 5 profitable days of $200 or more after you pass the account before you're eligible for your first withdrawal. You also can only withdraw, love Top Step, yeah, me too so far. You can only withdraw a certain amount of your profit until you hit 30 profitable days on the account. So there's rules there. The withdrawal also takes a certain amount of time. There's a couple other things in there. But with passing the account, the essential deals are you can only trade, obviously, certain instruments that are approved. You can only trade them during certain times that are approved. There's an hour or an hour and a half of the day, or 2 hours of the day that they don't want you trading. You can't hit your max drawdown. That's the only way you actually lose the account, the full max drawdown. But you also have a daily drawdown that's trailing, an end-of-day trailing daily drawdown that you can't hit, or else it takes you out of trading for the day. It doesn't blow the account, but it stops you from trading on the rest of that day. Along with that, there's a consistency rule that's applied very fairly, not the way that I was describing with the other Forex prop firm accounts. It's your best day cannot be more than 50% of the profit target. So the profit target on a $150,000 account is $9,000. You can't do it all in one day. The most you can do is 50%, just under the $4,500 mark. So that's important to take into consideration as well. You can't just hit one banger trade and pass it. At best, you could pass it in 2 to 3 days if you were really aggressive with it. There's some other nuances in there that are important as well. There's a maximum contract size for the account in the eval stage and in the funded stage. To me, you can see I don't trade huge contract size. It's not that big of a deal. But to other guys, scalping, this looks like it might come back down again. I'm going to wait. I obviously see this, kind of trend line right here that's being broken. Getting close to the end of the day, right around this level here. Again, this is what I was looking at before when we saw that big wick up. I think it might find support here and continue its move up, but we've got a trail down here, and it didn't just blast above this high and continue, so I'm not sold on it just yet. I'm going to wait and see what we get. That's not nice if I'm able to get the profit from one trade. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I hear you. There's no consistency rule once you pass the account. The way the consistency rules work in the Forex market are so much stricter. So, like, for me, it's not a big deal. But I guess they're just trying to, have traders prove that they can trade somewhat profitably to a degree, and not just take the one banger trade. I get it, but I hear what you're saying there. It would be nice not to have a consistency rule, but there's no consistency rule in the funded account. There's a daily, I guess, consistency rule to be able to be eligible for your payout, but that's not the same. You could hit a banger trade, whatever you like. And yeah, it's a little limiting with the contract size. Again, for me, not going to make an ounce of difference. Especially with the smaller accounts, there's a limit to what you could trade in the eval, and then there's they call it a scaling plan, but it essentially limits how many contracts you could trade based on how much profit you have in your account. You can trade more as you have more profit in your account. To me, it's not that bad because it kind of limits guys from taking on way too much risk. I mean, if you're trading something like the NASDAQ, a few contracts is pretty nice size, man. Sure, everybody wants to trade 15 contracts, and you could do that once you have some cushion. But oh yeah, I've also gotten screwed on the Forex prop firms. Super sketchy stuff with them. Yeah, man, I could yap all day about the Forex prop firms. Done a few Forex, 5% is a few more. Yeah, I had funded accounts with Forex prop firms that that just entire space is doing terrible right now, especially for traders in the U.S. They're going by the wayside left and right. They're changing rules. They're getting regulated. It's just terrible. So I wouldn't recommend anybody, whether you're in the U.S. or not, to look at a Forex prop firm. I don't care who they are. I don't place an ounce of faith in any of those. Their rule set for the most part is super deceptive. It's just absolutely BS. Last one that I had, the way that they changed the consistency rule and the way that they applied the consistency rule made it really nearly impossible. Like, I don't know how anybody gets a payout from the HFT firms. I don't know how anybody gets a payout from them. It's bonkers to me. Unless you pass it with an HFT, and they're big money, not $50. They're $1,000 for the $200,000 accounts. Unless you pass it right away and hit a couple nice trades, maybe you catch it. But yeah, man, if you're still on, thanks for joining live trading here, NASDAQ. I know I repeat this a lot for you guys that are still on, but it's for the guys that are jumping on late. Live trading NASDAQ towards NYSE session close. If you are not in the free Telegram, hop in the free Telegram. Got discount on the futures funded company that I use. It's also what I trade here. I also have a special offer on my paid programs where I trade NYSE session open, the big session, the one everybody wants to trade at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. I do it through Zoom, where we could speak face to face, really with a very small group. Sometimes, a lot of opportunity for one-on-one stuff. You have access to a private Discord where you could ask me any questions that you have. We could talk about your charts. We could talk about risk management, your strategy, your trading plan, your psychology, everything. Super inexpensive for what the amount of time that I dedicate to it. $67 for a week, $197 for a month. I'm giving you an extra week. So it's literally 2 weeks for the price of one, because I'm away for a couple days. I don't do discounts. I just price my stuff straight. I don't like to do the bullshit. It's $9,000, but it's 99% off. All right. Just tell me what the price is, bro. That's so I keep it straightforward with my pricing. But yeah, that's what I got going on. Hop in the free Telegram. Be giving out another $50,000 or more prop firm account coming up pretty soon. I'm going to give it a little while, just because I am traveling. I want to be able to manage everything. But hop in. Free analysis every day. Talk about news. Keep you updated on shit that's going on. Make sure you're prepared to trade and to try to make some money, man. Because this stuff, even though I simplify it, I make it very simple. It's not easy, right? Just because it's simple, it's not easy. I do not want to be deceptive about that. Trading is hard. Let me give you the disclaimer. Everybody ready? I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I kicked my whole desk when I did that. None of this is financial advice. I don't have any qualifications or certifications that would allow me to make suggestions or recommendations to do anything with money or trading or finance. Most traders lose money. Almost everybody that trades loses money. You're probably going to lose money too, even if you're on here watching me right now. I'm just a crazy guy on YouTube, showing you what I do live, and not making a recommendation or suggestion for you to do anything live. I'm speaking about what I do, and everything here is for entertainment purposes only. There we go. Got to say that every time. And it's important for you guys to understand it. Read the full disclaimer on my site, realdealforex.com. Kind of helps you build a buffer and get your account built up with the scaling plan. I don't mind. Their rules seem like they look for longer term people eventually. Yeah, bro. I mean, look, go, look at Top Step's rules. Go make the decision for yourself, for sure. They have a huge team behind them, first off. They have a ton of professional futures traders that they work with. They do a ton to give back to the community. All these live sessions that they do, the way they talk, their weekly recaps, all that stuff, it's great. And they have a clear pathway pretty quickly to be trading live capital with them. Some other futures firms do, but it's really encouraging to see that there's not, you have to get 37 payouts first, and all these crazy hoops to jump through. Like, if you trade profitably with them pretty quickly, you can first rack up express funded accounts, which is sweet. And then you have a pathway to trading, live funds. You have a pathway to an even more favorable platform with them, Top Step X. You have additional market data that's available. It seems to me like, sure, they're going to make a hell of a profit off of people that are buying and failing the challenges and resetting them. But they're also structured in a way to cater to profitable traders. And their rules are laid out in such a way that it doesn't really make it impossible to trade profitably with them and to get payouts. So, that's just my opinion, the way that I've seen stuff, the rules, the feedback, the stuff that I hear from other people, my own experience so far. So again, I'm not suggesting or recommending you do anything, and being 100% clear and transparent. So no joking around. Trading is extremely difficult. Most people lose money trading. Getting funded is even harder than trading profitably with live funds. You're not under a set of rules the way that you are with a prop firm, a prop account. If you're trading live capital, you don't have these max daily drawdowns. You don't have these consistency limits. You don't have these targets. You can just trade the way that you want to trade. If you're going with a funded account, it's even harder. Very small percentage of people make it. So it's important to understand that. I'm not going to sell you a pipe dream the way other guys will. What's up? What's up? Definitely prefer Top Step over Apex or anyone else. I hate the 30% consistency rule with Apex, where you can only request to pay out 10 days a month and trailing unrealized gains. Yeah, I saw that with Apex. I didn't like that. I didn't even mess with them at all. The other one that a lot of guys know is Take Profit Trader. Okay experience with them from my time spent, but I don't like their rules as much. Their payouts are better. Like you can request a payout right away, but they have the same unrealized trailing drawdown once you get funded. And they have this buffer zone rule different than other accounts. They don't necessarily have a consistency rule, but maybe they do. But I know they have this buffer rule. So that and the intraday trailing drawdown, it would kill me. You know, I just there's maybe other guys that would work well. Again, you got to find something that works for you individually. Maybe Top Step works well for me. Maybe Apex or Take Profit. You know, you're gonna find different things in there that you like better. You know, sure. But for me, Top Step lines up by far the best with rules. Their entire offering, I'll say. But yeah, the intraday trailing drawdown, that in my opinion makes it way harder, way harder. You have to be really diligent about trailing stop losses. That's just the nature of it. You can't allow stuff to run into profit and, you know, big profit and run back to a loss or even break even or even in profit by a little bit. So kind of forces you to be a quick scalper. Yeah, which is difficult, you know, which is harder in my opinion. It doesn't allow for the, you know, the flexibility of day trading a little bit more. Again, the way that I'm trading on here, this is pretty aggressive. More aggressive than this, you know, you're right. It's mostly just quick scalping. Can't be going for big wins because you really don't have the opportunity to allow for that amount of risk. So it's aggressive. But yeah, check out Top Step. Feel free, use the link. If you got any questions, let me know. I'll do the best. They've got a great support team from what I've seen so far. You could ask them questions too. Let's see what we got. 10 contracts, 10 seconds, 2K. Yeah. I don't know if you just did that or if that's what your game plan is, but yeah, you can, you could scalp quick. You know, I used like really early on when I was playing with a lot of different stuff. I traded a scalping system for a while. It didn't really work so well for me. Or 10 contracts, 10 seconds, blow an account. There you go. Yeah. With big risk comes big reward, but there's big risk. Make a lot of money or lose a lot of money. So this is kind of trailing up. If you guys got questions, ask them in the chat. Obviously, you hear me answering. What's up? We got a whole bunch of people on here. Day trading, live trading, NASDAQ, towards the end of NYSE session here. I'm on a Top Step account. It's Tradeovate integrated with TradingView. Live P&L showing in the corner. Live trading straight from TradingView. So you can see exactly where my entries, exits, stops, all that fun stuff is. Last couple minutes here. Probably not going to get another. Well, we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. Just wait to see. Again, kind of didn't really continue this dump that I wanted to see. I was looking for this. You know, I was taking my profits, moving my stop loss aggressively, but this is these are the moves we want to see. This definitely provides nice trading opportunity, and you can take it on the way down. Tight stop losses, you do have to be taking profit, you know, just past a 1-to-1 or something like that. But man, after a day like this, if that's going to continue, you know, we could have ran, another 200, 300, 400 ticks that could rack up to be a huge winner. So this looked appetizing, right? Like, selling off, continuing market structure down, big push down quickly, quick snap back up. That could have been the move down towards this zone. Or maybe it was going to start to push up quickly. We came above here, kind of trailed back down, and we've just got this nice uptrend structure on the 1 minute at least that formed this nice little channel here. If we were trading this trend line, maybe we're taking a buy right now. I'm not entering a trade right now, but something along these lines, 65 pip tick stop loss, and we're going to go for, a 1-to-1 for TP1. But to me, I like to see the overall structure. I'm looking at the 5-minute, and I want to capitalize on the larger move. I want room to get my stop loss to break even, and I want potential to hit that, that big winner that inevitably comes, man. It's nice when it does, and that's what makes up for the, the small losses. But I'm not in this trade again. You'd see all my stuff on here. I'm just using the positioning tool to show you a potential one, kind of buying off a trend line as it's pushing up. I don't like this lower high that got put in after this one, so this is especially not appealing. But who knows? This might snap right back up. This might continue its move down. So yeah, man, YouTube cooking good. What else did I have going on? Yeah, man. Again, live every morning, NYSE session, access to Discord. I do my live sessions with my paid group through Zoom. We could speak face to face. It's often for a few hours that I trade in the morning, and I'm trading a Top Step account. Discount on the Top Step account in Telegram and my bio as well, where you could trade a Top Step eval alongside of me. That's also trading one. I don't know what I should call it. Buy one, get one free week. That's what I'm giving away with my paid program. I don't ever do discounts. This is because I'm traveling. I'm out for a couple days, so I'm giving you an additional free week of my paid programs on the month, the week, the 3-month program, the one-on-one, whatever you want to sign up for. So this looks like a move to the downside, but again, I'm just gonna hang. We're after 4 o'clock now. I'm gonna hang on this one. Anyone else in this move downwards? It's a good question. This wouldn't have been a bad move. Here was your kind of trend line deal. Here was your zone that's in the middle of all this shit. If I'm looking at these lows here, these tested a support and resistance a bunch of times. Here's a break below, so looking bearish on this. Not a bad move. But let me zoom out to a higher time frame. What I've been doing is looking at trades to hold overnight, not to take something during the day to hold overnight, but to specifically enter after market opens up, sometime around like 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern, to hold a swing trade overnight. Lower position size, wider stop loss. Maybe it's on the Dow, but you can capitalize on some pretty big moves, and a lot of times you just get this nice corrective move. So for me, if I'm looking at market structure and price action, this is the 15-minute zoomed out. We're looking at the past few weeks, really. These are all sessions. I think this is going to come back up here somewhere into this area. One, to test this prior level of support that is now potentially flipped as resistance, but also to come up to clear this imbalance that we have. You can call it a gap. You can call it an imbalance. I don't care. I don't like ICT or any other special new age terms. So I don't know what to call this. Although I like the word imbalance. It's an imbalance of buyers and sellers. Doesn't always have to be. It can just be a massive amount of selling volume, but we can call it an imbalance for I'm gonna have to decide on something because I always say that. So maybe it comes up to clear this imbalance, comes up to what we can call an order block or resistance zone up here, an area of high volume for a couple days. We'd see the point of control on our session volume profile. We've got a lot of trading up here, a lot of volume. I think it's likely to snap back up here and then continue its move down, if it's going to move down, or maybe it moves up. But I think the next move after a huge sell-off like this is not to just continue blasting down, it's to pull back up. It can just as easily continue selling down. This is really not staged to pull back at all. If you look at the 1 hour, has there been a 1 hour bar that traded above the prior high? Yeah, this one did. And that was pretty much it. Boom, 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 all the way down today. This can certainly just sell right directly off and continue its move down. We're breaking lows. This is definitely making its case for the U.S. Market to be, correcting a bit after this huge push up. But I think, as you can see here, it's likely to stage a pullback somewhere along the lines of, at the very least, these prior lows, if not this area of volume here that I would be identifying with all of this price action traded, and the peaks in volume on these session profiles. Maybe it just comes up to one of these lows. That's all it needs to do, but that's still a big whip back up. So to be honest with you, probably going to take one afterwards. Again, I've been less on the Forex swing trading stuff, more on the indices. It kind of just keeps me entertained. I usually go with a different account or a lower amount of risk, but I think this is likely to snap back up here and fill this imbalance. A good target sometimes on these, if you were just going to trade an imbalance, is the halfway point. Very easily hit. Again, it doesn't have to happen. It could dump right off. This is bearish as all hell, but U.S. indices, they stage corrective moves. They trade. There's a lot of overlapping price action on the higher time frames. On the lower time frames, you can get entries like that. So I'm going to. How do you combat that probability of continued down? You don't. You just structure your risk. This makes it a really easy way to structure risk for a swing trade. A stop loss somewhere below the low. If there's another level of structure somewhere close, you could use that. But you are trading against the trend, the higher time frame trend. If we're taking a buy on this, right, looking for a corrective move, I'm 100% I'm aware that we're trading against the higher time frame trend down and the most recent trend down. Again, we're leveraging how market structure moves, even in a downtrend, to capture a pullback to prior lows broken in that downtrend. Break and retest, market structure, support and resistance trading. That's the deal. What else? Let's move down with one contract. Nice. We got someone that caught the move downward. Very, very nice. Hope traders had a good day. Good downtrend day. Yeah, man. NQ is a very bad GF XY. That's funny, man. That's funny. Yeah, again, I'm back on NQ. I like the Dow. I like YM as well. Let's see, I didn't even mark up Dow at all today. This is all Friday stuff, but similar deal, sell off in the Dow. But yeah, man, again, just giving you some thoughts, some potential trading ideas, opportunities, things that you guys could look at for yourself. Overnight trades on if you're in, Eastern Standard, it's overnight for me because it's 4 p.m. Eastern. Maybe I'm looking to enter trade 6 or 7 o'clock, once price action is kind of calmed down, and then I'm looking for a move that I'd be closing sometime by the time I wake up. Maybe it's 4, 5, 6 in the morning Eastern Standard. We're in the middle of pre-market session for the next day. I have been, just swing trading Forex on the 1 hour and the 4 hour chart. Take those into consideration. But I'm paying less and less attention to Forex as I'm paying more and more attention to futures and these funded accounts. So you guys got any more questions for me? Let me know. If you want to check something out, you want to look at a chart, you want to look at something specific, we can run through some stuff. I'm not going to bore everybody on here and do Forex analysis. Just let me know, and I will take a look at it. Somebody said not too long ago, look at GJ. Yeah, I sent out some analysis on this morning. Here's kind of what I was looking at from GJ. I don't know what the person was telling me. This is 1 hour. I'm guessing they were referring to this big move down to the low and then huge pushback up. That would have provided some nice trading opportunities on lower time frames. Here's kind of what I'm looking at on GJ. Potential, if this is going to continue down, I want to see it come back down below these lows, pull back, and then sell off. If this is going to continue up. I want to see a push above these highs and then the continuation of the move up. USD JPY has been ripping. This is what we were talking about, waiting for a push above this level, this massive consolidation area, this set of important highs that were put in. This is back from 2022, 2023. Right here, we pushed above, huge move up, what I would call a huge move at least. And not really staging a nice pullback. Since it did this so far, I'm waiting for a pullback to these highs. I think it's going to be unlikely to see a massive uptrend continue without a pullback to tap this zone. So that's my trading plan on here. Very well may miss out on a whole bunch of buying opportunity, but I'm waiting for a tap of this zone, and then I am aggressively looking for an entry with a wide stop loss and hoping to get in low, and I'll swing trade this thing and hold it for a long period of time. Chat. Zach, you were coming back in tomorrow on your way? Yeah, man. I'll be here tomorrow and Wednesday. 2:30 p.m. tomorrow and 2:30 p.m. Wednesday for end of day. Maybe I'll do something crazy like I did on Friday and get an earlier session in there because I'm missing a couple days, but I am here until Thursday. So I'll wrap it up there with you guys. Thank you for jumping on. This has been another fun live session. Hop in the free Telegram. I got discounts. I got special giveaways. I got prop firm giveaway stuff coming up. I got live trading for free, showing you everything that I do a lot of times for free here. Hit the like button, if you will. Help me out. If you got some value out of this, if you made some money. Other than that, guys, again, I appreciate you guys being here. It's really cool. These are fun. I'm glad I started doing them. I'm going to continue doing them as long as I'm not taking too much time away from my other programs and my trading itself. But thanks again, guys. I will see you tomorrow. If you jump back on 2:30 p.m. Eastern, we'll run it back. We'll try to make some money, and we'll make it the grow or blow account, But we're going to grow it. I can feel this one. This one feels good. Have a good evening. We'll catch you tomorrow for sure. Have a good evening, guys. Thank you. Thanks for jumping on. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll throw the info that I usually do in the morning in Telegram, and we'll go from there. All right, guys.